My daughter told me I was too embarrassing to bring to Thanksgiving dinner. 21 days later, she watched my face appear on national television next to a $12 million headline. Let me tell you how that happened. My name is Daniel Carter. I'm 65 years old. Last October, my daughter decided it would be healthier for everyone if I stayed home for the holidays. We were on a video call. My wife, Linda, sat beside her. Emily cleared her throat. "Dad, we just think it might be easier if you skipped Thanksgiving." Skipped. Like it was a dentist appointment. "Why?" I asked. "You correct people, Daniel. You make conversations tense. Everyone feels like they're walking on eggshells around you." I wanted to explain that accuracy isn't cruelty, that precision saved lives in my career. Instead, I said, "I understand." That scared them more than anger would have. For 32 years, I worked as a hospital systems administrator. Emergency room flow, staffing models, equipment usage, failure reports. When my systems worked, nothing happened. Just silence. That's prevention. After I retired, I watched hospitals make the same mistakes again. Overcrowded ERs, equipment failures, preventable incidents, patterns I recognized instantly, patterns nobody tracked anymore. Everyone thought retirement meant I stopped caring. They were wrong. I just didn't have meetings or titles anymore. So I started building something in my basement. My wife thought I was keeping busy. My son joked I was trying to outcode Silicon Valley with Excel. What I was actually doing was creating a hospital safety system that predicted failures, days in advance, sometimes weeks. I called it PREVENTA. No one asked about it, so I didn't talk about it. Thanksgiving came. I cooked for one, turkey sandwich, cranberry sauce from a can, football on mute. At 2:13 in the morning, my phone buzzed. "Daniel, this is Marcus Hill, an old colleague, now Chief Operating Officer of a major hospital network. Remember that predictive failure system you were working on?" "I remember. I ran your model against our last 6 months of data. It predicted 3 critical incidents we already had, and one we avoided by luck. Equipment failure during a trauma surge. Your model flagged it 5 days in advance." My heart started pounding. "This isn't a hobby, Daniel. This is a national solution." We talked for 2 more hours. Other administrators had tested it. PREVENTA worked. Then everything accelerated. Lawyers, meetings, NDAs. A healthcare technology firm wanted to buy it outright. Full acquisition, national rollout. The offer, $12.4 million, plus a consulting contract. 2 days a week. No meetings before 10. No weekends. I stared at the number. All that for something I built in my basement, while my family thought I was wasting time. I didn't tell them. Let them find out another way. 2 weeks later, Emily called me, crying. "Dad, you're on the news, national news." A major cable network was running my story. Retired hospital administrator sells predictive safety platform for $12.4 million. My photo, my name, broadcast across the country. They interviewed Marcus. They showed how PREVENTA worked. They called it revolutionary. The family that uninvited me from Thanksgiving was now watching my name scroll across their television screen. That evening, they all came over. Tears. Apologies. My wife admitted she'd told people I was struggling to let go. My son admitted he thought I was outdated. My daughter confessed she was afraid I'd embarrass her at the table. I didn't raise my voice. "I don't need admiration," I said. "I need respect, even when I'm wrong, especially when I'm quiet." They cried. They said sorry. "The problem wasn't that you didn't understand what I was doing. The problem was you stopped asking. You decided I was finished before I was." Over 6 months, PREVENTA rolled out in pilot programs. Hospital incidents dropped. Equipment failures decreased. Lives were saved. Now I consult 2 days a week. No early meetings, no weekends. Next October, Emily called again. "Dad, we'd love to have you for Thanksgiving." "I'll think about it," I said. "Are you working on something new?" I smiled. "Actually, yes. A model for nursing home care. Early warning for cognitive decline." "That sounds incredible. Can you tell me about it?" And for the first time in years, I did. She listened. Really listened. I wasn't invisible because I was old. I was invisible because people decided I was finished. Without asking, without checking. That was their mistake, not mine. Never assume someone is done growing just because they've gone quiet. Sometimes the quiet ones are building empires in their basements.